So what if the base iPhone 15 models come with better camera sensors than the Pro models? As yes, Ming-Chi Kuo just reported the new technology they bring, which I still can't believe either. OnePlus Open renders just surfaced, and let's just say it's pretty hot looking as a foldable. And for those of you waiting for major changes on the Apple Watch Series 9, make sure you grab a chair. I'm Jaime Rivera, and no, my t-shirt has nothing to do with why I've spent, 2 days binge watching the entire Alien franchise. This is Pocketnow Daily. The accidental official news today begin with Samsung because they just confirmed an unreleased device on one of their websites, as they usually do. The Galaxy Tab S9 series was launched just a few days ago, and the FE version has been rumored since last month. And Samsung friends accidentally, quote unquote, confirmed not one but two new tablets, the Galaxy Tab S9 FE and Tab S9 FE Plus. We also have more information about the specifications. The S9 FE Plus is rumored to feature a 12.4-inch display and be powered by the Exynos 1380 processor. And I don't know what to make of that chip either. The small model will have a 10.9-inch screen, if you could call it small, and it is reported that both tablets will have LCD panels instead of the AMOLED displays that we get on the Tab S9 series, and which checks out. That's what we had on the Tab S7 FE. It did pass through certification, and it was revealed that the upcoming mid-range tablets will have GPS, Wi-Fi 6, S Pen, and dual camera setups. Now, as for the pricing, it doesn't look too promising. The report suggests that the Tab S9 FE with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage will start at $760. Though, take the information with a grain of salt, because if that holds true, then the iPad Air and the base model, they look amazing compared to that. Moving on, let's talk about Apple and the latest reports about the Apple Watch Series 9. To no one's surprise, it is reported that the upcoming series will be basically unchanged compared to the current model. The refresh will apparently focus mainly on updating the cores within the device's S-series chip, delivering a performance improvement, and also, try to remember when was the last time that Apple talked about the chip in his watches. We don't even know how old it is right now. According to Mark Gurman, the S9 chip will be based on the A15 Bionic with improved efficiency and performance that will boost app launch speeds and potentially improve battery life. The new chip is also expected to be a key upgrade for the second generation Apple Watch Ultra later this year. And speaking of that Ultra model, we hear that it'll be available in a black titanium model and will bring a lot of new features. We also heard a few months ago that we could see an Apple Watch Ultra with a micro LED display, but sadly the latest reports suggest that it'll have to wait until 2026 because the technology is currently crazy expensive. But everything points to a small refresh on both Apple Watch series this year, and if you ask me, I still feel they lag behind in certain fitness features, even with the new watchOS, seriously. Now let's talk about OnePlus because we have new detailed renders that showcase their first foldable, and I'm struggling to call it the Open, even if, the company pretty much confirmed the name. Yes, I know we saw CAD renders before, however, the new images show many interesting changes. First, it looks smaller than before, and the circular camera island seems to occupy much more of the overall space on the back. Now, the aspect ratio of the phone when closed has changed a lot, and it is now more similar to the Oppo Find N2, which was contradicted as being taller on yesterday's report. The alert slider is still in place, and we can also see that it has a leather texture. The Hasselblad logo is now just an H sitting above what could be a LiDAR sensor, and according to the rumors, the Open will have a 7.8-inch inner screen and the 6.3-inch outer display, both with 120Hz refresh rate. It will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 paired with 16 gigs of memory and 256 gigs of storage. It will have flagship cameras with a main and ultra-wide camera expected to have 48 megapixels, and then with a telephoto with 64 megapixels. The problem is that OnePlus has never been known for great cameras, so let's see how that goes. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Apple, because we have rumors about the new iPhones, and they keep getting interesting. So normally Cupertino adds all the new technology and features to the Pro models, but it seems like that won't be the case this year. Those are still getting major changes, sure, but not all of them, according to a report by Ming-Chi Kuo. It actually seems that both base models of the iPhone 15 series will be the first to get Sony's new stacked image sensor design. Both models models were already rumored to come with a 48 megapixel main sensor, and now Kuo added that this new sensor will be better than the one found on the 15 Pro pair, or at least bring newer technology. For context, Stack refers to having the photodiode and transistor for every pixel in 2 separate layers, one on top of the other, instead of placing them side by side like regular sensors do. Then Kuo also reported that the Pro models will have to wait until next year to get the Stack sensors. Of course, this doesn't mean that the camera performance of the base models will be better, since Apple can differentiate their cameras in other ways, like in sensor size, image stabilization, etc. And let's not forget that the iPhone 15 Pro Max is rumored to come with an exclusive periscopic lens. So yeah, it's not all about the main camera, but at the same time, it's pretty interesting that Apple decided to test new technologies on the base models for the first time ever. Anyways, in today's question, let us know, have you ever picked an iPhone based on the camera performance? Because I admit that I do, particularly because of what I do. For raw photography, how they handle dynamic range, and obviously video, I do. And yeah, obviously for everything I do on social media, but that's just me. I'm curious to know what you do in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles for me to admit that I like those movies. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.